He raised his rifle, aiming at the deer grazing in the forest clearing, but the moment his finger squeezed the trigger, everything went wrong. The bullet struck a young boy standing nearby. He rushed forward in panic, only to find the boy had already stopped breathing. Jackie collapsed to his knees in the dirt, despair wrapping around him like creeping vines. When the boy's father arrived and saw his son lying in a pool of blood, he gathered the child's body with trembling hands, grief nearly overwhelming him. Jackie tried to explain it was an accident, but the man was drowning in his loss, unable to hear anything. The father suddenly grabbed the hunting rifle from the ground and pointed its dark barrel straight at Jackie. Just as he was about to pull the trigger for revenge, a gunshot cracked through the silence. Jackie's companion John had fired from the shadows, and the father dropped to the ground. With unnerving calm, John dragged both bodies into the bushes and pulled Jackie away from the scene. They thought the remote forest would hide their crime, but didn't notice a boy watching from behind the window who had witnessed everything. Panic set in as they could only beg the child to keep quiet. The next morning, as they packed to flee, they found villagers smashing their car. Jackie assumed the boy from last night had talked and was about to confront them when the villagers pinned him against the vehicle. It turned out that on his first day in the village, he'd taken a local man's daughter out somewhere, and now her father had found out. If the village chief hadn't intervened, Jackie would have been beaten to a pulp. The confrontation meant they couldn't leave that day. The villagers towed their car to a repair shop, forcing them back to the inn to wait. That evening, as they anxiously waited in their room for news about the car, someone knocked on the door. The villagers had come to invite them to the annual bonfire festival. They tried to decline but were told attendance was mandatory for everyone. Reluctantly, they made their way to the square, where Jackie quickly sensed something was off. The villagers' stares were ice cold, their eyes examining them like they were looking at murderers. This suspenseful thriller is called Caliber.